RollingDeez20's presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Serre, Fair as Samdi Katora Baptiste, Ivy as Bruja Serenity Sanchez, Juice as Tremere Adelio, Mikey Mike as Bano Hakim Mingo, Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce, and our weaver of disquietude and terror, Prince.
In our last episode of Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, our kindred had made their way into their assassination mission, which was not without some horrors and discoveries. One of being a beast shard attacked them, which they still haven't discovered quite what a beast shard is, other than that they're dangerous. And then the building that they're going to fight in is far more filled than they expected. As we come into a battle right at the start of this episode, welcome to RollingDeez20's Philly by Night. Let's go. And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I'm your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. My pronouns are he, him. And this is RollingDeez20's Philly by Night. Hey, BTM John. I am excited to be here with you all tonight and the cast and crew that we have available and getting into some action because it's been a while. Am I right? Like, you know, people want, like, you know, this crew likes to stab vampires with Louboutins and shit. Like,
last fight we had, Serenity punched a hole in a zombie thing's chest, is from what I remember.
That is accurate.
And
That was the last time this happened.
I almost wiped out the entire population of Kindred in Philly.
You know, things happen. You know, things happen. So
I mean,
you know,
if not by you, then by Kane. So it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
either
Kane
way.
exists. Just in case y'all were missing it, that
FYI,
is
on top
been
of
confirmed.
dimension hopping.
Kane
On top
exists.
of on top of
At least
dimension
for,
hopping and time traveling.
Alonzo's character.
That's why
Oscar.
That's why Lonzo keeps bailing on the episode, so he does have to face
Oscar's
Kane.
like,
and Kane.
Nope, nah, hell
Kane,
no.
Kane can't exist, so I ain't there. Kane.
All right, so first off, let's thank our sponsor, RollingDeez20. Not RollingDeez20's. Roll20.
We sponsor ourselves. Yes, correct.
Yes, we're part of their ambassador
Technically.
program. They're providing us with a virtual tabletop and some of the tools that we're using and source books that are available over on Roll20 website. So do check out roll20.net. You'll see all our dice rolls happening in the chat. Also, I keep all my character sheets and SPCs that are going to potentially murder our players. Moving on from there, content warnings. Let's get into that. So this episode will certainly contain violence, loss of character agency, potential gaslighting. I suspect there'll be some mind control, knowing this group and the cast of vampires they all have to fight. There might be consumption of drugs and or bodies.
People. Oh.
Yeah, like straight up people. Those are the big ones for tonight. Oh yeah, then we also have someone with flesh crafting, so you know, some body horror to this as well. As always, protect yourselves. The players and I all have like safety tools in place. Green, red, yellow cards sort of things. We've also agreed to what content is acceptable at the table and not. Obviously, this is a live show, so things may happen that are unexpected. If you feel uncomfortable with something, please do step away. All of our shows are up on YouTube within about 24 hours of them being on here, so you can watch and peruse at your leisure. But that's it. let's hop into intros. And we will start with Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I will be playing Dr. Etzer,
Say
Ari,
cards.
your
See? We use those.
resident La Sombra. I don't have cards. I got little color pencil shit. We
works.
figured it out.
It works.
Yeah, resident La Sombra. Both of us use she, her. And yep, that's what I got. Somebody else go.
Well, that will leave us with our death cult member. So let's introduce yourself there.
Hi, I'm Fair. I'll be playing Couture Baptiste, your Hakata social media influencer, who is absolutely about to murder some people, hopefully. Our pronouns are she, her.
Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I will be playing Serenity Sanchez, or she, her Bruja, who is ready to finally punch some shit. And I use she, they. Let's get into the brawl, people.
And last but certainly not least, Juice.
I'm Juice, no pronouns, just Juice, and I'll be playing our Tremere Aurelio Valentin, who's not been very magic-y, but maybe will be after this. Who knows?
Waiting for tonight. Oh. Anyway.
Some
Let-
Tremere action.
Liz, let's hit the people up with that recap.
So when we left off last session, started out with kind of everybody waking up, doing their thing. Don't remember what Aurelio was doing. I do remember. Oh, Aurelio and Serenity had a
Just a
little bit of sparring.
Yep.
Little bit of sparring. Because
training
Aurelio
montage.
had picked up some of the Bruja traits from drinking a little bit of Serenity's blood when she had hit Frenzy, or had been very close to Frenzy. I don't remember which. So there was that. And
500.
then, yeah, so Katura came and found Ari talking to herself as she is wont to do. They decided, okay, it's time to go hunt down this Tremere. Ari let Katura know, hey, there are options if we can't get Cole back, that, you know, you might be able to keep a piece of him. I could probably make kids because I'm dope. Then they eventually gathered up the rest of the crew, went to Ari's house, raided her cache of weapons, which I'm very curious if those are hers or if they're Snake Eyes.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, no.
Y'all are married, you share.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine, right? Isn't that how that
pretty
works?
much. There is now a deer in the basement. It's fine. So grabbed the weapons. He basically said, make sure you bring her back in a reasonable amount of pieces. Ari just clarified that, hey, it's cool if I join a Kane cult if we get proof that Kane's running around. He's like, yes, please live. So there's that. We then made our way over to Rutgers in New Jersey. First, we went on campus, checked out this Tremere doctor's school office, found nothing. Except, as we were leaving, we found a freaking ash shade, which promptly scared the shit out of us and kicked our asses a little bit. Not bad. Katura popped Touch of Oblivion and melted it, which was dope. We then moved down 10-minute drive down the block to this other abandoned, not abandoned research space. Went around the back, very quietly broken, and then snuck through the rest of the building, past a half dozen shades and somebody being tortured up on a wall. We almost made it. Well, we made it through really, really well, except for Katura and her red bottoms kept stepping on glass and shit, breaking our stealth. We got about 3/4 of the way up the stairs when somebody announced, oh, hey, look who's here. If I remember correctly, we did hear a little bit of Katura heard a little bit of conversation between Amber and Dr. whatever the fuck his name is, the Tremere guy that we're here to kill. She just took something, was screaming in pain. I'm very concerned. And we left off looking up the stairs at a couple of people who were like, great, more people to turn into ash and then consume. And that's where we left off.
Indeed. Anything we're missing, people? Before we get into combat.
I just want to say that yes, I flubbed those stealth rolls, but y'all crit, and I got to ride the coattails of those crits.
You really did. I wasn't gonna punish everyone because you sucked.
I will also say Serenity's the one who got the final blow on the shade thing in the office.
True.
And I would have been probably like failed stealth roll twinsies, but also Aurelio is looking particularly butch tonight.
It's very hard to
nice
stealth in
purpose.
high heels. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's possible.
what's that?
I said it's possible. It just requires not those heels.
Would not recommend. Anyway, so there are 3 individuals ahead of you, and they are without question aggressive. This is not a, well, maybe it's a combat sort of situation. No, they want to fuck your shit up. And they made it basically known that they're going to use you for one of their Ashfinder rituals. Now, as Vampire the Masquerade does not have traditional initiative sort of order here, I have taken the liberty to roll some off-screen rolls, and thus you all can choose who's going to be the first to engage. On your side, we will have an engagement on their side, and we'll sort of, as we've done usually, have basically call and response. So you can attack someone, they can dodge or try to fight you straight up, that sort of thing. I will say the one in the back is definitely holding a pistol. The other 2 seem to be unarmed, but you cannot really tell because it is fairly dark in here. And the only one of you using heightened senses, I believe, is Katura. However, Katura, seeing a gun, may make you want to reconsider having heightened senses up. I'll just leave it at that.
Could you just before we get actually started, paint the scene again to kind of visualize?
Yes, of course. So you are in a stairwell, essentially. Imagine a high school stairwell. It's a little bit wide, and it sort of goes up, landing space, window, turns, goes up the other way. You are just past the landing and see the next stairs going up. As you're coming up those, there basically has 3 people standing in front of there. There's railing along the stair side, both above and coming down below you.
So the group of like NPCs are on the the mid landing or on the actual floor at the
on
top?
the stairs that you're coming up before you get to the next floor.
Cool.
So they're blocking your way to get to the next floor. Does that paint a better picture for y'all?
Yes, thank you. For me.
Yes.
Oh, you said that it was dark. Does Oblivion Sight work for that, or does that involve like Oblivion darkness?
Oblivion Sight would help with darkness as well.
Great. I will pop that, and that's passive. So, well, it
That's
doesn't cost
absolutely
anything. I
fine.
don't think to.
Could I switch my heightened senses from hearing to my eyesight?
You could. I also say that weapons let off quite the muzzle flash too. Just keep that in mind. You're asked a question. I'm giving you warning ahead of time for
No,
bad
I
things that may
appreciate
happen
it.
to you.
No, I appreciate it. Okay, great.
You can do that. It may or may not happen because you may be able to disarm this person. I don't know who's
Yeah.
going first. Honestly, is the question. There's 3 of them and there's 4 of you. At least 3 of them that you can see. You know that there's more people than this, though. And that is without a doubt.
How close is the guy behind us with the gun?
Got behind you with a gun?
Is he not behind us or is he in front of us?
in front of
I
you.
thought he was behind. Okay.
No.
How far away is from me?
Uh,
How far away is he?
y'all
can I
are
reach out?
basically, you
Can I
could
reach out and touch
move
him?
up 2 stairs and be on him, essentially.
Hmm.
Okay. I will drop my hiding senses because I'm not trying to get my shit rocked. At least not by my own.
There's enough
volition.
moonlight coming through
Uh-huh.
like the wood panels in this place. You don't suspect that people are sleeping in this area or wandering around this place during the daytime enough to get hit by light coming through windows. So you are getting some, light from the moon in here.
Okay. Okay, great. I'll reach out to the guy with the gun and use Touch of Oblivion on him. I have to rouse for that.
Do your rouse check.
Passed.
That is a pass. All right.
Okay. And I believe it just happens.
Unless he's trying to move.
Is he trying to dodge me?
He's going to try to move out of the way for sure.
Okay. Following rouse check, the vampire grips their victim. Okay, so I have to do a strength and brawl.
That is a strength and brawl.
And I believe I can add my potence to my strength, right? Because this is like an unarmed.
If you've roused it, which you have not, and you've already roused another power.
I thought. Hold on, because. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, you'd have to activate prowess or something and like that, and that requires a rouse check usually.
Yeah, no problem.
Now
go
I
ahead and roll a
remember why
strength
I
and brawl.
didn't take Touch of Oblivion.
Mm.
It works. When it works, it works.
It's a strength-based thing.
Ooh, that is 4 successes.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll use willpower though, just to see.
Go for it.
Oops, no, didn't mean to do that.
Shadow.
5 successes.
5 successes. So you succeed. What does it do? Because he is not able to dodge out of your way. Not fast enough.
Okay, so the vampire grips their victim, with the victim suffering 2 levels of aggravated damage as well as a detrimental injury. If this injury is inflicted to an arm or leg, the targeted limb is rendered unusable. And that's for mortals. That while vampires can amend their damage as regular aggravated. So I will, since he's holding the gun, I will touch the arm holding the gun and impact that and make him drop it.
Cool. Drops the gun.
Also, if I can maybe render them unable to see.
I don't think you could do both of those things on a vampire.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If it was a human, I'd probably be like, fuck him. But considering this is a vampire, you do clip the arm.
Then, yeah.
And you definitely successfully,
I'm at.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say, I just imagine like I touch it and then it like sort of like he drops the gun and it's sort of like dangling, almost like the shoulders a little dislocated.
So what you see happen is once he drops the gun, he's wearing like a t-shirt, and you see like these black crawling shadows that almost look like veins going across his arm, and it almost looks like his arm is wilting a little bit. And the gun drops to the ground. However, that does leave you a little bit open to attack.
Yep.
And the girl that is standing next to him just goes to clock you in the face. And this guy's taking 2 ag damage. I just wrote down. I'm going to do. Bear with me one moment, because I have a dice pool for this person. Oh, critical success. So as soon as you land this touch, she just just instant, like the punch is there before y'all all can even see it to react, which is sort of weird because this place is full of thin bloods. That is speed you haven't seen from a thin blood. You're going to take let's see, 4 superficial damage, but then you're a vampire round down, so you get 2 superficial. It hurts, but it's not like super harmful. But you do take a nice punch to the face, and it was quick, real quick.
This bitch has to die because that is my moneymaker.
Who's next?
I'll go real quick. I am going to turn into a shadow. It takes my whole turn. That's all I can do.
Okay. Does this require a rouse check?
It requires 2.
Please do.
How many are you at right now? You look like
I'm at 1. I'm good.
Yeah, we fed before we came.
Now I'm at 2. I stay at 2.
And much like it has been, Ari, you don't get a voice anymore. You get more shadows. You get feelings more than a voice. And the first thing that happens when you're going to the shadow is the shadows almost seem like they're going to try to reach out and rip someone apart. Doesn't matter who, whatever's close is sort of the thing. But you're able to get enough control to just blend into the shadows, and you're essentially gone for all, consideration of the people who are here. You're part of the moonlight shadows that are being casted.
I think the only person who has seen this before was Serenity.
And Serenity has Oblivion sight on right now, so she can tell what you just did.
Yeah.
Not like Serenity could do shit about it.
A small growl, and Ari just thinks to herself, "Oh, good, time to play," and dissolves into a shadow.
Were you saying something, Juice?
That is my turn.
Oh, I can't remember if my Auspex, what's it called? My Sense the Unseen was still up from outside.
Let's say yes.
Would the same be said on my prowess, or would I have to re-roll that? Because I think that was.
I'll just say yes.
Okay, cool.
So, which other one of you wants to go next? Because there's one unengaged fellow without a weapon on the other side of Katura, who's moved up to the person who's on the stairs with the gun and taken a shot to the face.
Okay, so Katura's moved up to the person with the gun.
Yep. Which is basically like 2 stairs up from y'all.
And got punched.
Yep.
Ari has turned into shadow, and Serenity has not acted yet. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to do, Serenity?
I kind of want to see the beginnings of what they do first before I make a decision.
Okay. I'll kind of gauge this and kind of check around and see them rock Katura's moneymaker, and I'll just step forward with fuck it. Let's do some entrancement. Let's see. Is this the one that I want to use? Yeah, sure. Whoever you said there was like this one, like essentially a big bear looking fella, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with the gun?
That is not the one with the gun. That is another one.
Yeah, I'll look at that one and use
That's
my
the one who hasn't acted yet.
Let's rouse. Come on, rouse. Yes.
Success.
Yeah, I essentially want to entrance them and essentially try and get them to stand down. Get out of our way. We're all good. We're not a threat.
Charisma and
require...
presence.
Yes, versus their composure and wits. They are instilled with a rapt fascination or an infatuation akin to falling head over heels in love or meeting their lifelong idol. Cool. Charisma, presence.
Indeed. Which, if I remember correctly, is a solid pool for you.
It is, and I can't remember, do my benefits of stunning apply to this roll too, since it's a social check?
I think so. I think you've added it before.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
And I believe, oh shoot. Let's come back to me. The fireworks are going off.
Fair enough.
Okay. I can only rouse one power at a time on a turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, seeing how fast some of them can go, I think I'll activate Blink, which I don't actually do very often. And also in the pregame, just getting ready to punch somebody. You can get, I imagine just the Immigrant song just playing in the background. Like there's just the scream part. Okay, hold on. Let me do the rest. Check. Ooh, I'm at 2. I'm gonna deck the one that just decked Katura. Seeing that Aurelia is doing something with the other one.
What did you rouse for?
Blink.
Blink. Got it. Okay.
Which, from what I understand, lets me also move pretty fast.
Yes, it does.
See, I'm going after the quick bitch. That is my usual strength and brawl. No extra dice. We're gonna... 5. I'm tempted to see if I can crit fish, but
that is 4. You can crit fish if you will. You have 2 dice that you can reroll.
What is it? Because my damage also, well, my damage counts because of my potence. Like my potence rating is what makes my damage hit super hard.
Will make your damage go.
Oh, okay. I might leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. We got more hidden to do.
How she rolls. Let me see her dice pool. All right. That's going to be 6. So that's 1, 2, 3 successes. No, she does not dodge you. So you are absolutely able to land your punch. And considering you have potence up as well,
Prowess.
4 successes. She had 3 successes. It's 1 plus 2. Wait, how many? You have 5 dots into.
I have Fisticane, so yeah, I have 5 dots in potence, and also the prowess gave me two successes extra. So
you're going to, she's going to take 4 superficial damage. She's rocked. She's not like down. She's still a vampire. But this does just completely rocker. Just boom, and you see her fall down, sort of blood sort of splatter across the stairs. But she's not too happy with you.
I don't expect her to be. Come at me, bitch.
So for the entrancement roll, all right, cool, and that's going to be versus their composure and wits. So that is a dice pool of 6.
So
plus
And potentially maybe more dice if they're of particular subcultures of which I have high influence and status. Maybe.
2, 3, 4.
I have a total of 6 successes.
You have 6. Also have 6 successes. So defender takes ties. It's helpful that this one has recently had a taste of his favorite flavor, which is gangrel, and got a little bit of unswayable mind. Because that is the only thing that has kept him from falling into this entrancement just now. You see him look at you, and it's almost like a snake charmer. And then he literally just smacks the shit out of himself. It's like, no.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
And then he just goes into straight up, like, the best I can say is a pounce. You just see like teeth and fur, because he is a big burly man. And he's just going to roll to punchy. So strength and brawl. His pool is 6. Let's see what we do. Oh, come on. There we go. 3 successes. You can roll your dex and athletics to move out of the way.
Me?
Yes, you. Because he's going to try to jump on you.
I mean, if this is the big beefy bear guy, I may not.
He would definitely be considered a bear. 100%.
Difficulty 3, I guess, right?
Yep. That's what you're looking to beat. 3. Yeah. That's not gonna do it. So he lands on top of you. I don't know how to better put this. It is vampire, so things get a little sensual even when they're violent. And you feel long fingernails sort of dig into your shoulder. And you're going to take 1 superficial damage. Because it gets halved, round it down. That's 1 superficial damage. Just a little bit of blood being drawn, essentially, as a claw goes sticking through your jean jacket into your shirt.
Yeah, I'll feel that, and I'll wince and make a bit of a sensual face at them. And
God.
like, ooh, and we'll just look down at it. I won't say anything or acknowledge what we all know to be true about me, but we'll kind of just give that like a little sultry glare.
The LL Cool J lip lick move.
Sort of. It's not my turn right now anymore, right?
No. It is now the one who had the guns turn. Because they actually got pushed back a little bit in our initiative order because of being Oblivion touched and being kind of fucked up because of that. Clearly, this one is the most fucked up of the group, with its arm being basically sort of wilted away. But he does go to grab this gun. And he's a vampire, so he's not slow. He's quick to grab it with the one hand, but you can clearly see, all of you, that this man is not a lefty. And he's going to go to take a shot at Serenity, but he's going to have a dice penalty to it. And let me pull up his pool. All right, so that is going to be cut down by 2 dice.
Also, a quick question: is it Fleetness or Blink that can let me, like, I know one does Fleetness do the give me an advantage of some sort during the? I know he's already got a dice 2 penalty, but that would be
no.
Dex Athletics right now. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so Fleetness does, but Rapid Reflex is the one specifically to avoid bullets.
Oh, I have that one, I think. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, so does that give me a plus? Do a plus, or does it? Hold on, let me get the book. I can just answer my own question.
Yes, so you don't have any penalty against lack of cover against firearms, essentially.
Okay.
That basically what I'm going to do is give you 1 insta success against firearms. He only got 2. So
okay.
Roll your Dex and Athletics.
Three.
Yeah. So you don't have to move far. It's more just like an instant sort of twitch, and then the bullet goes sort of careening past you into a wall. And you just hear boom as it hits the drywall. And this dude just go, fuck. Ari, what are you doing with your shadow? Are you moving or?
Basically, no, I'm just doing that the whole time. So I want to envelop, because I can envelop like I am Stygian Shroud somebody. The one that has juice, or that jumped on Aurelio, just envelop that one. And then up to you if I can still do this. Pop my shadow arms, which would be my 1 rouse check, basically.
I'll let you pop the shadow arms. You won't be able to use them on this turn, though.
Oh, that's fine.
So roll that rouse check. And oh my god.
Still at 2.
And what do you have to do for enveloping someone?
It doesn't say. It just says vampires using this can envelop their victims, causing them to reduce all dice pool by 3 and suffocating mortals. If surrounding mortal, they can feed from them without penetrating the skin and fangs.
This is Stygian Shroud.
This is Tenebrious Avatar, but the engulf works like Stygian Shroud.
Got it. So I have to figure out how that works mechanically, but yes, we'll figure out if they have a roll together.
So I've got Chicago open, and it doesn't really say. It's for Stygian Shroud. It just says it covers the area equivalent to twice the blah blah blah. Anyone caught in it receives a 3 dice penalty unless they possess the ability to see through supernatural darkness.
And there we go. Now, I'm going to say you cannot just get this person. They're literally on top of Aurelio. So if you envelop them in shadow, you're going to get Aurelio as well.
Okay, then I won't do Aurelio. I'll do the chick who was throwing punches.
The one that would be easiest to get without, because the chick who was throwing punches just got punched by Serenity. And Serenity's basically on top of her, not literally riding on top of her, but in that same sort of area, inches apart. And so is Katura. But the one with the gun, they're on their own.
All right.
Well, I have a question though, because I want you to be able to do the cool thing that you wanted to do. What can you just briefly summarize? It's a 3 dice penalty
On
for
everything.
what? Everything.
Yeah. Basically, I was trying to give them the penalty so that you could maybe get away a little easier. But if you also get the 3 dice penalty, then it just negates any help I was trying to give.
I mean, it still sounds really fucking dope. So like, I don't really mind it.
Well, my whole thing is this doesn't make me necessarily any bigger. I figured that I just basically like shadow piggybacked on this dude and covered his face. But
Well, no, it doesn't make you any bigger. However, remember, you're a 3D person, and once you come into a shadow,
I become 2D.
Exactly. And so you have a lot more area you cover as a shadow overall than as a person. So you would be enveloping a lot more than you think. Plus, you don't just get your own shadow with this.
That's true. Okay.
You're
yeah,
in
so I'll go
a
for
building full of them. So you get to pull from the shadows. That is your power as a Lasal.
So I will go ahead and just terrify the poor bastard whose arm is falling off. And
Great.
as you see the shadow just very strangely walk across this hallway towards this guy who is holding a gun, you also see other shadows just begin spilling off the walls and reaching out towards legs.
Reaching out and touching you. Anyway.
Yep, that's
I've
the
heard
plan.
that one. I know I've heard that one. Hold on.
Come the fuck on.
No, I know I heard it. I'm trying to remember the name. No, Sweet Caroline. That was it.
Okay, listen.
No, whatever I know, Sweet Caroline, the bomb part, because that's all over TikTok. So that took me a minute.
All right, so this one that has a gun is Ari, you'd hear this. No one else would, because your shadows take everything away from them. But is screaming. It is terror, because they are trapped in a cold, relentless dark that they cannot see through. They cannot do anything. It is like they have went into an oblivion hell, and it is awful. And their armor doesn't work, as it's been touched by oblivion as well. So, you know,
They're just having a bad day.
bad time. It's a bad time. Next up is going to be Katura, I suppose.
Okay, I have. So Serenity is handling Punchy Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aurelia has Bear on top
On
of
him.
him.
Yep.
Katura looks to see if Aurelio's enjoying it. No, I'm joking.
Oh, I got whiskey up the nose.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you just saw Aurelio kind of give that sultry glare and go, ooh.
I was like, oh, she don't need help. She's fine. No, I will. Since Serenity is taking care of Punchy Bitch, I'll go help Aurelio. I guess I'll take out one of my swords. And just
Yes, do the swords.
I don't know, try to stab him through the throat.
Dex melee.
Dex and melee? Okay.
Or strength and melee if you prefer.
I would prefer strength, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you're not very practiced with the swords. So you're probably more into hacking than finesse. So go for it. Strength and melee.
Okay, great.
Let
me just check.
Are
can
you going
I rouse my potence?
That was my question I was about to ask.
Okay.
I'm still dealing with whiskey up the nose. That
so I'm
burnt like
so
a motherfucker.
sorry. I feel bad about that. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. I'm all right.
Okay,
I mean,
so with
considering how much it burns, I don't...
With rousing my potence, does that mean I get to add 2 to my roll?
You add
Or-
half with
Okay, so 1.
weapons. Yeah, you add
Okay.
half with weapons.
Melee.
So it's just gonna. You don't add it. You don't need to add an extra dice. This is just going to count as
Uh-huh.
an extra damage. Period.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Ooh, I'm gonna willpower. Up to 3.
That is a terrible roll. Great
I
job.
know. Thanks. Okay, 4 successes.
That's not terrible.
4 successes. That's not bad. Here's the thing. He's not really in a position to dodge you because he's pinning Aurelio down. So you can stab through him here. And given the amount of successes, which is 4, there's no dodge. He does have some fortitude. However, you have your prowess 1. Blades do +2 to damage, so that's 3 damage automatically there. And 4 halved is 2, so he's going to take 5 superficial damage just off top. It hurts, and you hear just a as the sword just goes
Ew.
through him.
God.
And Aurelio, you see the sword like sort of come out of the back through the chest, just over you. Not quite going into your person, but just you can just see it out of his chest. And he just sort of kind of rolls off of you with the sword still stuck in him.
Cool. I would like to. So what I want to do on my turn. Can we say this happened like just as Couture was about to do what she just did?
Give me some beautiful narrative footage here.
So this dude is on top of me, and what I would like to do is use my legs to, I guess, like pull him in closer, keep him secured in place, essentially. And the hand or the claws, whatever, that just dug into me, Aurelio is going to, once again, essentially lick the blood off of that claw and spit it back at him, using my scorpion's touch blood.
That makes sense.
I like it. I like it. It's
It
a
works.
beautiful
It makes
scene.
sense. That
So
does.
this is
Without
rolling off,
breaking
you're
eye
just-
contact, just keeping eye contact the entire time. So that I have to rouse.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's fine. And I believe
Eat
it's
him,
Dex and
Aurelio.
athletics.
It's an easy snack. You won't get much out of it, but he'll be gone. You don't have to worry about him anymore.
Sometimes I like to play with my food.
You know what? Fair.
Just making sure I get this roll correct. I think it is Dex and athletics.
Let's see. Scorpion's touch, dice pools.
Oh, strength and blood sorcery.
Strength and blood sorcery. Yep.
Oh, to create it.
Oh yeah.
And then spitting it involves dexterity and athletics.
Yeah. Dex athletics be spitting it. Yep.
Strength and blood sorcery. And if I wanted to make it like increase my dice pool for that, that's another rouse check? Or no?
Yes, it would be another rouse check. I'll allow that to rouse your strength if you'd like to.
And that would be adding
Dex. I'm sorry. And now I have 2.
Add 2. Okay. So what?
That's it. You can only have one attribute roused for a fight. So if you rouse your Dex, you can't have another attribute roused as well.
I see. So like for the whole thing, if I whatever I rouse now is the only thing that I rouse the entire time until this is resolved.
Correct. Or you can rouse again for something else, but then you drop whatever other thing that you have
Oh,
roused.
I see. I understand. Yes.
So if you want to keep making rouse checks to rouse different attributes, go for it. But
yeah, I don't think that this is gonna be as effective if they are as like fortitude focused or whatever they have like stuff, but I just thought it was cool.
I love this, honestly.
Do as you will.
I would say that arousing your dex would be helpful, though. Certainly.
Probably.
I know I'm taking so much time, but I'm because I have to create the potency of the poison depends on my strength, and hitting depends on my dex. So I'm like,
so you're trying to decide which one you want to go with, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with strength.
Okay.
Nope, I'm gonna go with dex. So I'm gonna rouse.
Okay.
Cool.
Success.
And then to roll to hit is dex and athletics. So that's +2. Can I reroll?
You can absolutely spend willpower and reroll 2 of those.
Oh.
So that makes it into a messy crit, but that is 5 successes. Which is good, because he's going to roll dex and athletics to move out of this. Four successes. Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Okay.
So you
strength
spit this into his face.
So the power of it, it's 3 and 2, so 5. So if the poison hits, I roll this. They roll stamina and occult. If they have fortitude, they can roll stamina and fortitude.
Okay. Oops. And 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on stamina and fortitude.
I don't think anything happens if they win. I think they just get covered in my blood in their face.
Cool. So while he doesn't take damage, this is still distracting, if nothing else, because you just spit, what is essentially acidic blood onto this person's face, and it is on his eyes, on his beard, and you just see him. He's got a sword in his chest, and just
Yeah, maybe that's what kind of makes it
sweet
like
tender
less...
freebie now. Because if you go to attack him now, he is unable to defend himself.
Yeah, that could be probably what made it like a little less powerful or a little less accurate, is like as I'm doing this, that the moment I spit is when the sword comes through and it kind of jostles me.
I love it. So old girl who got punched in the face and knocked down is not taking this shit lightly. Serenity, roll me a wits and insight.
Ooh, that's interesting. I actually have good insight, I think. I do have good insight. Yay!
And just to wrap up, so you said once he got hit by the sword, he like rolled off of me. So like he's no longer on me.
Yeah, he's not on you. He's standing up now, trying to like get this shit off his face.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Have at it.
think I can only do the 2, but that's fine.
Yeah, you can only do 2.
Nah, yeah, it's just the 1.
Let's see. Her dice pool for this would be Oh, it's making my life a little easier. Two successes. Yeah. She gets up, and even though you decked her, she goes right back at Katura. Like without hesitation. Deftly avoiding being anywhere close to the shadow that seems to have enveloped her friend, who was quite just up the stair, like up a single stair from her. Because I want to emphasize how small of a space this is. This stairwell is maybe 7-8 foot wide. So it's not a lot of space here. And there's maybe like 8 stairs going up. And y'all are fighting on essentially 3 stairs. And she gets up and she just goes to swing another one at Katura. And just make sure that right. Yes, it was 6. Sweet Lord, I can't roll for shit. She's gonna willpower reroll. Yeah, I don't know. And fail all of those. So that's 2 successes. You can attempt to dodge this, or you can just counterattack if you like to, which means you may take some damage, but you could also just fuck her shit up.
I'll fuck her shit up.
Give me that you want to fuck her up with the other sword.
Yeah.
All right, give me a strength and melee.
And my potence is still roused. So.
Yep, I'm adding all your damage from this.
Oh, are you fucking kidding? That's so bad. I'm not gonna willpower. I think it's kind of funny.
You both miss, honestly. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't miss, actually.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, bitch.
Well, no.
No. Fuck.
Oh, the other.
Yeah, so, yeah, she doesn't miss. She just...
How much?
You're just going to take a single superficial damage as she punches you, and your sword just kind of like goes wide as she comes through too close into your guard. But it's just a single superficial damage. And she sort of smiles, a little bit of blood on her face. And she's like, you're not even the fanciest social media bitch here.
Your breath is awful. Stop talking to me.
Your breath smells like ash.
Oh my god. And?
Serenity.
Can I just kick this chick down the stairs? Can I do that?
She's too close to Katura.
Okay, then I'll just punch her again.
But you could grab her or punch her, like, and do what you will.
I'm gonna just punch her. It's
you could throw her down the stairs if you wanted to yoink her up into the air and just kind of eat her.
Well, that's still be strength and brawl.
That'd still be strength and brawl.
Then yeah, as long as everything's strength and brawl, I'll
tell me how you narratively want to do stuff. Kicking her down the stairs doesn't really work because there's not proper spacing.
Gotcha.
But if you want to like grab her and then like kick her into the air or throw her, yeah, you can do shit like that.
I'm willpowering.
Not with rolls like that though. You got to do that.
Yeah, I'm aware. Come on, moneymaker, please. Eh?
4 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ty's gonna
Yeah,
defend
she's
her.
not. Yeah, she's
not
not
going
about.
anywhere.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So what she essentially does, Serenity, is in this sort of like you go to grab her. She just kind of like shifts around Katura, essentially using Katura as a shield from you being able to grab her person. She's very quick. She's very quick.
Also, she
Is it
probably
my
has
turn?
Sophisticate while I'm thinking about it.
Oh boy, in the shadows. He can't do anything. Because with the 3 dice penalty, he essentially has no real chance of getting away from this. So what do you want to do to him, Ari? Is essentially the question here.
I am honestly, he is contained and no longer a threat. Because it says I could drink from mortals. I don't without penetrating the skin. I don't know if that's a thing I can do. He's a thin blood, so maybe. But there's
you
other.
will not be able to do it without penetrating the skin. You would have to make a roll for this, but you could drink from him. He is
No, I'm
lost.
not-
And to anyone who's looking at this, he's lost in literally like 3 square feet. Like there's no real place, but he can't seem to escape.
There is just a strange cyclone of darkness. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the last. Well, first I'm gonna go ahead use the arms as I see this chick circling around Katura. 2 shadows just come out and try and hold her in place. So I'll go ahead and try a grapple to keep her in one spot,
Do it.
which is Wits Oblivion. So
Wits Oblivion.
9.
Jesus.
I love our dice pools. Granted, they're all wackadoodle tonight, but
I mean, listen.
That's a 7.
Yeah, she doesn't really have the dice pool to get away from this. I could try, because that is what, 6, 5 d10.
what do you say? You can always crit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So she just gets wrapped up also in darkness, and there are 2 writhing, probably screaming, probably freaking out beings just in darkness. And I will go ahead, and if I still can do this, rouse the last thing I want to rouse for now, and rouse my mastery of flesh.
Oh, buddy. Go ahead and rouse.
All I ask is whatever you do with that, please.
Crit.
Hot damn. I have never seen you succeed on this many rouse checks ever. And all of the time we've been doing this show.
2 years we've been doing this.
I am living for this. Please.
Oh
I
yeah.
just want to watch
All I
Ari
ask is you be
go
careful of the descriptions. That's all I'm gonna ask.
Yep, no, I promise I won't get too weird.
So
That's my turn, and there are 2 people now incapacitated, and 1 guy who is blinded.
I'm going to say, for the sake of expediting this, that you have essentially won this combat. They don't really have a way to win at this point. What would you like to do?
I would like to rip my sword out of this guy's back.
Absolutely.
Can I decapitate him?
Sure.
Ooh, I
So
was
just-
gonna take my baseball bat and like hit him in the nuts, but if you decapitate him, I can hit him in the head as it falls off.
Oh my god, yes, like a T-ball.
Oh my god, yes. Hold on. That one was good. That was a good idea.
You know what? I don't throw these around all the time, but you know what? You get one for that. I like this. This is some
was fun.
horror comedy shit, which is my steez. So you snatch the sword out, slice the head across, then a baseball bat comes and then swings the other way, and it goes flying through the window out into the moonlight. You see the moon and the head in the scene as it's just flipping around outside and then turning into
A lunar eclipse of someone's skull.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but it's turning into ash slowly, Like just little pieces and bits are falling off of this corpse. Might be here for a while before it completely disintegrates. This is a young vampire.
You know whose problem that is? Not mine. Not my problem. Yeah, so
or you have two that are basically wrapped in oblivion. What are you doing with them?
I don't even know if this would work given that I am shadows. I don't know, but I would like to turn my shadows as spiky as possible and just tornado with blood.
yeah, it's like a ninja blender.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm with it. You have 5 dots into oblivion. If you want to make fucking oblivion spikes come out of them, fuck it. That's fine.
Yep.
So we just went on full on Hellraiser scenes in here. I have so many things to show you.
As we're kind of after I play T-ball here and get caught up in the moment, it will occur to me that I have this sharp pain in my side, and will immediately grow concerned and look around to everyone and kind of I'll just put my hands out. Wait, don't get any closer. Give me a second. Give me some time. Give me a minute. And
Okay.
I want to, I guess, grab the shirt off of the torso of the person that was on me, I guess, and try and like, I'll lift mine and kind of wrap it around me.
It's just, it's like a little spot in your shoulder where you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in my side.
Mm-mm. Now you could roll a rouse check to heal this little bit of superficial damage if you like, because that would close the wound.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
As Aurelio's doing that, I wipe my swords, my sword off on this guy's pants. I don't want to stank ass blood on my swords.
You get hungrier, Aurelio, but the wound heals. Yeah. If you choose, you all can feed from these corpses.
Yeah, I'll take my one off and then I'll be back at one.
Oh.
So you do choose. Excellent.
I choose to rouse just because we're still trying to figure out what's going on with my blood stuff. Mm-hmm. So I do that to not risk it. I am pretty hungry. I did say I like to play with my food, and I just did hit a home run. So
here's my hunger.
Composure and resolve. Serenity. Composure and resolve. You're looking to beat a 6.
I already said it. I can't change my mind, can I?
You wanted to eat.
Yeah, I did.
And you get to have a delightful snack with absolutely no consequences.
I'd rather take the 2 hunger, but okay.
It's too late, baby, now.
I figured. Hold on. I don't know if I hit the right button. Yeah, I'm wouldn't even if I route if no, I don't think there's a way I'm passing that.
Your tummy feels weird. This blood tasted a little weird. And you have iron gullet, but it still tasted weird, and your tummy still feels a little off. And you've had some pretty awful blood in your time.
This is true. I made the choice. Consequences.
And we'll say you fed from the blood of what was left of the young girl that you were fighting. We'll talk about what happens later on. This is not resolved at the moment, so don't worry about it. Is anybody else eating?
My baby!
Since already probably just like, I'd rather not go face the 7th gen with any hunger, so she'll take the consequence. Like, nah.
I have in my blood sorcery, I have a taste for blood as one of my powers. So I would like to first, you know, uh, have a little sample or have a flight of blood
My God.
tasting, a blood tasting, before I decide if I want to feed.
Okay.
It resolve and blood
Blood
sorcery.
sorcery. Difficulty 3. Oh, hell yeah. Another messy crit. I love this. That will leave no consequences either. But with 4, 5, 6, 7 successes, beautiful. You get to learn a whole lot. So, this vampire has never committed diablerie exactly. And normally, when you've tasted the blood of someone who's committed to diablerie, you get sort of a black aura around them that sticks with them for quite a while. This is sort of gray. And the only thing that you could take from it is not diablerie exactly. It's something akin to diablerie, which, based on what you know and number of successes, you have to imagine this as something to do with the ash.
Okay.
Because they kill a vampire and then they consume the ashes. This vampire's generation was 16. This is a very young vampire with very weak blood. I don't really do resonance, but if we had to say a resonance for this blood, I believe it would be.
I forget that exists.
If you don't do it,
choleric. It would be choleric blood.
Cool.
And I'll give you a little bit of bonus to this.
I'll take it.
This vampire almost seems like they were in a rage, a drug fueled rage, that they weren't entirely themselves. Because this tastes like a very similar sort of essence to what you've had maybe in a dalliance or two of bath salts.
I taste this. I kind of, let it sit on my palate, refine all the delicious notes, all information, come across this little tidbit, and that's when it's like, oh, that's the aftertaste. I'm good. I think I need to be a little bit more selective and deliberate with how I use my abilities moving forward, but I don't think I want to have any more of that right now.
And because of this giant bit of information that you just got, Serenity, there's some consequences to you drinking this blood.
Number one, I figure.
And I'll call out and share this with everyone. Like, they seem to be,
Serenity's already drinking it before you say anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Number one, you are going to have a bonus to all checks that require presence and dex based abilities.
Okay.
However,
what's the however?
You are basically riding a very, very close line to frenzy. Whenever you are in active combat, you will have to make a frenzy check every time with a 3 dice penalty.
Okay. First time we might see Serenity Frenzy, y'all.
And should you go into frenzy, you will also be immediately affected by your bane.
I mean, it's a fury frenzy, so yeah.
You are absolutely uncheckable, essentially, if you go into frenzy. You go full on, lost your shit, brouhaha, about to rip shit apart.
It's okay. Ari can grab me with the arms. It's fine. It's fine.
We'll see how this works out.
We'll see.
That,
We'll see.
Actions have consequences. Yes.
No, you're right.
Those bonuses sound so sweet. Though.
No, they're great bonuses.
Ah.
You are very personable and very quick. But should you get a little angry, you go fucking Hulk mode.
Mm-hmm. That, yeah.
So if you use all or anything presence related, charisma, manipulation, all of that, you're going to have dice bonuses too.
The anger thing, not great for a Bruja.
I mean, she's got to deal with it eventually, so. She's got the Bruja rage, she knows it.
Hi, Panda. Yes, there's consequences as soon as you get here. So.
Yeah.
The stairs are empty of everything except blood and viscera, and some fastly but slowly decomposing bodies, because they're decomposing slowly in comparison to most vampires that you've seen, but definitely faster than a normal human. As loud as this fight was, including a window being broken and a head being sent to the moon, no one seemed to have checked on anything that has happened here. And maybe that's because of the screaming, sort of tortured sounds that are echoing across this building. Could be that. But you know that based on an earlier check in the last episode from Katura, that you still have at least one floor up to go.
Okay.
But there could be things on this floor. Who knows?
I'll creep up the stairs and stay low to the ground and kind of peek just my head, the bottom of the stairs, the like by the top step, kind of look down on either side of the hallway if there is a side, like either if it goes that way.
Roll me your wisdom awareness. And you have your sense the unseen up. Cool. This floor is surprisingly empty. That's the first thing that you notice when you creep up here, is that there does not seem to be more people on this floor, at least not down the halls that you look by, because there's basically just long straight hallway. Obviously the stairwell just continues to go up after you get to the stair landing there. There seem to be rooms, not dissimilar from, there's like a conference room that you could see, what seem to be breakout rooms, classrooms, something of the sort. It doesn't seem to have like the locked doors and stuff like the bottom floor did when we all were walking around there. This seems to be like a more working area.
So no, I don't see any people, any vampires.
No people, nobody hidden in the shadows either. Could be some people in the rooms. Can't tell through all of them. There's definitely no one in the conference room that you can see.
Okay, I'll convey this to the group. It seems pretty empty. The hallways seem empty, also pretty quiet, but I can't see into all of the rooms, but at least out there.
Can I shove my head under not my head first. Can I shove a shadow arm like underneath the door and see if anything explodes when I do that? If there's like locked doors.
Come around the corner a little bit and go under one of the doors of the rooms you can see, or you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, shadow arm first, see if anything triggers, because I don't know what the hell a Tremere can do. And then I am a shadow, so I just underneath the door.
The first door you come across is a bathroom.
I have to wash my hair. Got it.
just a bathroom. There's stalls in here.
Come back out.
We are vampires. Ari is a Looney Tune character.
The next room you come across is what seems to be like a small office type of room. There's a little desk, a place where it would be a telephone, probably, if someone was using this. This is a room for people to break out and make calls in, essentially a private room for that sort of thing. Continuing down the hall, you would have to make me a stealth check.
I'd be going
Okay.
with it. So do you want me to make
Even
one
as
too?
a shadow, you would have to
That's
make a
fine.
stealth check. And anyone else who's following down this the I would say the left wing, because
Can I talk as a shadow, or am I just
you
doing
cannot.
vigorous?
You are just moving around as a shadow. You look
Okay,
like a
just wanted to make
creepy,
sure.
inky black person shaped thing.
Is,
So I'll go ahead and use shadow cloak too when I do this.
is my deck still roused, or did that end at the end of combat?
Nope. I will still say your dex is roused. Because we have not moved into another scene yet. We just moved out of combat.
Four.
All of my favorites. And you get +2. Yeah.
I
you
added
do.
that.
Oh, great.
I'm
Katura,
at
Serenity,
okay. You know what? Fuck it.
Dex and Stealth.
Oh, we're all going? I thought we were.
Yes. Unless y'all were just standing on the stairs and the blood pools.
Ooh.
And then do I add anything to that because of the dex thing? Or did I hit dex?
Because of the Dex thing? What Dex thing?
The Ash dex thing.
Yeah, you said she got.
Oh, yes, you do. You're going to add 3 dice.
Okay.
You're feeling jacked up. You're like, let's go, baby.
Fuck, I
Let's
should've-
go.
Oh my god!
So she's on PCP right now, and it shows the roll just shows you are
3 crits.
PCP.
3 crit dice. So that is 5 successes. Serenity is absolutely like
Having
Pink
a good time.
Panthering this shit. Katura and Aurelio are not. Y'all are not quiet. Y'all are not stealthy.
We're going down this hallway reenacting our baseball moment.
Did you see that shit? I might have actually hit it to the moon. You know if that's wrong. No, anyway. We'll deal with that. Ari, as you move on to the next room, before your shadow arms can sort of get under it to check, you don't hurt, but your arm is immediately destroyed upon touching the barrier to this room. It is just gone. It's doosh, and just Oblivion arm destroyed.
Obviously, I am at attention, kind of looking around.
And it doesn't make a sound. It's just like your arm is just gone. And you imagine if you'd have kept moving along with that arm. Welp.
Would have been bad. Got it.
Like the shadow arm or her actual arm?
No, the shadow arms. The shadow arms.
Okay, cool.
Because she did say she was checking rooms with the shadow arm first. So I'm giving you grace on that.
Before I stick my head into things.
We're gonna stick the shadow thing into things.
That essentially means your shadow arms are gone now.
That's fine.
So you'll have to rerouse to bring them back if you want to.
I'm still a shadow though, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So-
However, is anyone else checking these rooms, or you're just like it letting Ari do it? Because there's really not a whole lot to see that happens here. There's not like a flash or something fancy. It's just you go to slide your arm under here and the arm just disintegrates and is gone.
I mean,
You would see this, and Serenity would see this because you have Oblivion sight.
Yeah, and I was trailing pretty closely behind Ari.
You'd also see that roll me an intelligence and occult.
You do that.
That is Aurelio to roll that.
I'm not going to ask because I know the answer is no. It has nothing to do with folkloric diseases or plagues.
It does not.
It's part of the tradition of you to ask. Holy shit.
Not bad.
Oh,
But you do have kindred iconography, don't you?
I do.
And do that one.
And the writings on the wall.
This won't tell you all that much, but based on what you know, what you've studied, you know this is a ward against vampires. This is specifically a ward against vampires so that only one person can go into it. And this is definitely a ward done by a Tremere.
Well, that makes sense. Looks like we ward this against any other kindred but them. So sorry, but also better your shadow arms than anything else. But I don't think we're not getting in there. Not easily anyway. Do I have any sense or knowledge about what could disable this ward? Or would it only, do I know that it would only be the creator that can undo it?
You can destroy a ward. Because once a ward is drawn, they can be scratched off, broken, dispelled.
So we just need to find the source of the ward.
Well, I would say based on the number of successes you just got, Aurelio, the one thing that's difficult about destroying a ward is you have to have someone who can get close enough to touch it. And you know it's warded against vampires. Maybe a human could touch it, but then you'd have to get a human who could get over here and touch it.
It should be Jerry. He's the only one who's.
So it's not something that I could use my corrosive vitae and like, I don't know, spray it on it or something.
You know well enough that probably would not work. You need something that can actually approach a ward like this to destroy a ward like this. Usually vampires use other creatures on wards that are immune to them to destroy wards like this.
We didn't bring Paco, did we?
You did not.
Okay.
We didn't bring any of the ghouls because we were going up against somebody who could probably kill him in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
that is true. I would have loved for you to do that if you did not love your ghouls.
Yeah, we need help. We can't do this.
Just get rid of them, because they're not all vampire hunters like Guillermo. Never mind. I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows. Let's continue.
Oh yeah. I need to start that.
Let's keep going.
I mean, can't we just bamboozle somebody from the university to do it?
I think right now we should focus on why we're here and deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Right, but is he in there?
Liz?
Oh no, I'm just being a shadow and pointing. We should probably keep going up.
Yeah. We've already established he's on the next floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm keeping like super vigilant as we progress, keeping an eye out for the moment that we sense, or that I'm able to sense or see any other figure, even if it's even in the distance. I don't even need to like recognize them or be able to see their face. I just want to, the moment that I can clock another person here.
Everyone roll me what's an awareness.
Can I repop my arms?
You absolutely can. Give me that rust check.
I'm at 3.
I knew it was gonna be an inevitable failure at some point.
It's gonna happen eventually, as many as I've made.
Wow, look at this. So many successes. Oh my god. So all of you.
Is that a crit? I can't tell.
The only crit I saw here
It's the blue one,
was-
right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because
yours.
it's
Which is a
two
messy
little
crit.
extras.
Yeah.
Huh?
You had a messy crit because
I
I did.
also
Okay,
had-
I couldn't
Because you
focus
have
on
a
the blood
10 on
dice.
your
It looks
blood die.
different.
which is wonderful. This is wonderful. Messy crits. I love this. There are people coming from downstairs. And before a person approaches you, you see it sort of blinking in and out and in and out of existence across the moonlight to the top of the stairwell. There is another one of those blood shards. But it is a very weird sort of thing because this blood shard sort of is big, like bigger than the ones you've seen. This one's probably maybe 10 feet or taller. It's almost scraping against the ceiling. And the sounds it makes, the sort of broken mirror dragging on itself, is very, very loud. But then a weird thing happens right as it gets to the stairs and you see it at the top of the stairs and the moonlight sort of hits it. It stops. And the only thing you can think of is maybe it's looking at you all. And then it breaks. And what I mean breaks is it almost folds in half. It's just like the top half of it just goes and just hits the ground. And the other half of it reshapes itself into a person size. And the part that's on the ground stands up and it's person shaped too. And they are exact duplicates of each other. And then
Yeah,
they're running
cloning.
at you. It's time for another fight. But before we go into another combat scenario, we're going to take a short break for our sponsors. Now, we gotta run ads and pay the man, that sort of thing. We also probably want to get up, grab a drink, get some more bourbon that we are not going to shoot out of our nose.
No promises. No promises that might happen again.
And we're gonna have a little combat session here, and then we'll see what happens as they go and try to find Dr. Mortius here and end his reign of awful, awful shit, because these things should not exist, as you can clearly see. So, thank you all for watching. We will be back in around 7 to 10 minutes. So stay tuned. We're gonna run some ads. If you're a subscriber, you don't have to worry about those. You'll get to listen to some tunes, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace. And we are back. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Philly by Night, a RollingDeez20's BTM John. I am your storyteller, Prince, and I am here to kill my players. No, we're here to get into some combat. So when we went on break, there was a beast shard that was very, very tall that broke into 2 beast shards, which was something y'all have not seen them do before. It's fucking weird. It's rather creepy. You see these black crystalline shadow creatures that tend to blink in and out of existence, sort of break apart and then break into 2 persons. As they begin to rush towards you, you hear a voice go, "Stop! It's not time to kill them yet." There's several feet marching up the stairs towards your floor, but there's only one set of feet coming downstairs that you hear. And it is who you think it is. Amber Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason you all are here? Can you just not just stay the fuck out of my business?
You're the one who served me, so.
How close is she?
She's probably about 20 feet away.
Okay.
The 2 beast shards are still in front of her, and there are people fouling up the stairs as she starts to talk. There seems to be about 5 or 6 thin bloods that are coming up the stairs.
Okay.
What exactly do you all think you're accomplishing here? Suddenly we're speechless.
I would like to approach her.
Also, where the fuck are your shoes?
Mind your business.
You're
We're not here for you,
in
but if you're in
my
my
workplace. This is my business.
I wanted to get closer and just use Touch of Oblivion on her.
You will not be able to get close to her without fighting through several other people, because she is all the way behind them. She has a wall of people in front of her.
Oh, I thought, okay, I think I misunderstood the scene.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
can you lay it out again?
yes. So to get back to this, y'all came up the stairs. You took the hallway to the left. You started searching rooms down that hall. And upon running into the warded room, which is closer to the end of the hall, not say all the way at the end, but probably about 3/4 down, that is when, you started to hear people coming up the stairs. And then you saw the beast shards on the other end of the hall, sort of coming towards you past the stairwell. And then they stopped just past the stairwell, and then Amber came down the stairs towards and is looking towards y'all. But everybody that is at the stairwell is in front of Amber, including the beast shards.
Okay, I understand more now. So I'll kind of let me redact what I said because I had a different sense of the scene.
No worries.
Sweetie, we only got into your business one time and then you proceeded to continue to be in ours.
She looks directly at Aurelio. She's like, "That's not entirely true."
Oh? Explain.
Someone in your party seemed to have great interest in me. Also, you'll seem to have not be able to keep my name, I would say, out of your mouths, but out of your internet searches.
I mean, it seems to be the same with you.
Looking for you? I don't care about you. You're not
Sure.
important.
That's why you came up to the bar and started drama. You don't care?
I had to protect my name.
Yeah, you file a lawsuit, sweetie. You don't just come up into a bar and harass people.
I wouldn't call it harassing. I would call it flexing my social capital.
You say it like that ever mattered to me.
You say that like that really means something.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Personally, no. I don't give two shits about you.
You know how many impressions I got on that video post? You know how many likes I got? You know how many followers I got?
Is that the only love you ever get?
Nobody cares.
Amber.
Because your followers can't protect you, can they?
And she looks at the people in front of her and he's like, I think they can.
I look at them and then I pointedly look at the big bear guy who's slowly decomposing on the stairs with no head.
That one's not mine.
Mm-hmm. And the other two who are screaming in darkness somewhere?
No, they're the blood puddles that are on the stairs because they got
right.
to death.
All right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh, and those two?
You could leave. I'd let you walk. This is your one chance.
I'm not going anywhere. I don't speak for the rest of my coterie. But I'm sure they don't want to go anywhere either.
I have I'm obviously stunning. I would also like have my awe on, and I would like to turn my attention to the followers and ask them, why are you here? What are you getting out of this?
Aurelia, world me in a wits and occult.
Question.
Yes.
Given that it is relatively dark and I am nothing but a vague mass of writhing shadows.
A flat Stanley.
Yeah. Given that I am flat Stanley at the moment, does anybody seem to track me as I move? Like I'm just kind of moving along a wall.
What's an awareness? Aurelio, with that, and I'm sorry it's not showing up on the tracker on the screen for y'all, but Aurelio just got 4 successes. I'm sorry. Aurelio, something's wrong with these people. You can see it in their eyes. That's what gets you. Whatever you have, whatever powers you're flexing, it's not reaching them all the way. Something is messing with their minds. They are not normal.
Does anyone respond to what I said?
Nobody. Not even a blink or a flash or a bat of an eye, which is incredibly weird to you.
I have a question for that. Given Aurelio's role and like his own powers, would he like maybe recognize like what's going on with him at all?
Oh yeah, this is definitely fueled by both being supernaturally compelled in a way, or minds being changed in a way, and you suspect, based on that taste of blood that you had earlier, that these people are fucked up on ash.
Called it. I knew she was using her powers to get her followers. She's not charismatic at all. Called
it. You're right. You're not wrong. I have been keeping tabs and curious and interested in getting in touch with you and kind of seeing what's up since we met that fateful day where one of your lackeys broke my hip.
Also, for Ari, there's definitely someone that has what's seemingly oblivion sight. Their eyes have that complete inked over black look to them. You can't tell if they're tracking you exactly because you don't see eyes, pupils moving or something like that, but you've seen this before. You know what this means.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just go along the wall like I'm heading towards the stairs. That is where the battalion of people is, right?
That is. Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like anyone's trying to approach this or anything or whispering or anything about you, but you know that there's a good chance that if you try to do some shadowy shit that this person can definitely see through it. And Ember just goes, I have a feeling I know what you want, but you can't have it. And you had a chance to walk out of here with your lives. And that's simply because of me. I think you all could be useful.
Exactly what do you think we want?
Yeah, please. I'm
Enlighten me.
curious.
Oh, you went in on the business.
Oh my god.
Oh, sweetie. Not at all.
Wait.
Time out.
Say more.
That's so fun.
And then you hear another voice, sort of old, almost like a dust is in the throat. Just, Amber, no, it is not the business they want. It is me. And you see what seems to be an elderly man. Maybe 50s, 60s, gray tufts at the side of his head, glasses, lab coat, pair of khaki pants, a sweater underneath it. He looks like an old doctor, professor type. But based on what you've seen, oh doggo, based on what you've seen in the dossier, this is definitely Dr. Mortius.
Not Mortius, or Powell is his first name.
And when Mortius gets down the stairs, also standing behind this group of people, you also notice that there are a few of these shards following him as well. Which is odd, because the other shards that were there didn't seem to be following anyone. They just kind of been doing their own thing. But these seem to be almost tamed.
I'd like to turn my attention back to Amber and say, yeah, I think it just in general, finding the words, and we'll just land on, you're doing it all wrong.
She is but a child. She still has much to learn, and you have likely been around for several years.
I know what it's like to be part of a group that is infatuated or entranced or
so you know what it's like to use and manipulate people to your own means.
I'm used to being one of you, and I will gesture to the group of followers. But the difference is that I made that choice. I was not compelled to do so. There is no power in forcing people to bend to your will. They have to want it.
What do you know of power? Truly. Everyone that has true power has forced someone to bend to their will. Be it you bend their minds through depth manipulation of media and create an empire. And he looks at Katura. Be it you shape their hearts into something they can believe in, a cause to rally behind, looking at Serenity. Or you shape their flesh and make them into masterpieces. Yes, you all have done using a manipulation and you choose to judge. Or you're just puppets, which is fine. We all have been puppeteered by someone or the other. I certainly am not immune to that in my ears. But if you have come to eliminate me, as I suspect you have, know that it will not be easy. Amber, darling, I think you should leave. But James, I know how to fight. Amber, leave. And for those of you who know, this is a command that has power behind it. You know this is using powers. You know this is using the discipline to break her mind and doing what he wants her to do. And that is leaving this place. And once he says the second time, she turns around and begins to walk down the stairs. And he takes off his spectacles, sticks them in a pocket.
Is there any chance that I could have caught her eye contact as she's turning around and try and compel her to stop?
You could
I was
try.
gonna ask the same thing, but for a different reason. I don't want to compel her.
You absolutely could try, Aurelia. Please. You are looking to beat a 6.
I'm essentially trying to counter his move by
Yes.
which
That's
doesn't
why I
work.
said it at that.
It's doable. You can do it.
He is he ain't no punk bitch.
No, we knew that going in.
You got this.
Simultaneously, while Aurelia's doing this, because she's been talking to us, we've had eye contact. I want to arouse and use unerring pursuit so I can find her later.
Ooh. I like that.
Okay, so I have to rouse and then
I'll say
roll,
I'm up for letting her
resolve
go. I
and-
don't give two shits about this lady.
Failed. That's fine.
Just let her go for now, as long as we know where to find her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm mostly thinking if you do go into a frenzy, I want her to be around and possibly get caught in it.
To be fair,
Okay,
yeah,
that's a fair point.
the more not us bodies, the better.
Right.
Good point. Continue. Do the thing. 'Cause I've only had to roll for like frenzy like 3 times
Oh, yeah, well.
in 2 years.
Oh, wait. I get to
What?
add 2 more here. And I
I will
believe
say
I
you
had,
know when I'm in frenzy,
I
so
didn't
you
roll
can
this
move.
I had my
Okay.
claw up as well. So hold on. Oh, wait. I don't think that'll pull. Oh, it does. Okay, so that's 3 and so 5 more.
I forgot to do difficulty, but the difficulty was 3.
Yep.
So I think unless you want me to re-roll, I think I passed.
Let's see. He
I got
roused
3 successes.
and 3 successes. So, let's see. User as a target of only for a split seconds. Resolve all specs on a win. Effect lasts for 1 night plus 1 for each success within the margin. So you have 1 night where you can. So you basically have 24 hours.
Okay.
So there you go.
I do
As
not-
she leaves, you know where she's. Well, you can, if you want to find her, you can find her.
Okay.
As she leaves, do the rest of the people on the stairs follow?
2 of them do, and the 2 beast shards that broke into, well, the 1 beast shard that broke into 2 also follow her. And you definitely get the vibe that all of this is being conducted by Dr. Mortius, for sure. It is not her doing this.
There's still, what, 4 people on the stairs?
Yes, and he still has his 3 beast shards with him as well.
Okay, I will continue to just along the wall and go down the stairs slightly.
Okay. So do you plan to kill me? Is that it? As Corner or some other enemy put a hit out on my person?
No good to me, Dad. Or at least not right now.
What good would I be to you alive?
That's my business.
Is it though?
Yes.
Tell me. And he is
Here
going
we
to
go.
use powers to make you
Okay.
tell him. Let's see. I'm going to make a roll here.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I have the right dice pool. Yes, so yeah, mesmerize. So that's going to be manipulation, dominate versus intelligence and resolve.
Okay. I'm gonna rouse my intelligence.
Go for it.
I'm at 4 hunger. And then you said intelligence and resolve?
Yep.
Okay. And I get sorry, rousing gives me 3 additional die?
2.
2 additional die? Okay, and then
Yep.
I have my fortitude. So
Yeah, unswayable mine.
yeah, which adds another 3. Do I I'm gonna roll power. Or do I need to? I think I crit.
If you want to, you can.
What do I
I
need to
might.
beat?
I'm
think he's still
just
wrong.
figuring out the dice pool.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But the amount of times he's counting, I would say reroll.
Did it roll?
Oh, are you rolling in the? You're rolling in the.
I don't
thing,
see
huh?
it. I don't see a roll.
Yeah, I don't see one either.
Motherfucker. All right. Hold on. I'll just do it this way. Four, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Okay, willpower.
Okay.
Nope.
Tell him. You don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter.
I know. I'm just sorry, I was distracted by something in chat.
No, you're good.
Fuck. I want to feed you to my boyfriend. Something
Why?
happened to him and now he's gone. And I want him back. You're old. And I think your old blood would help.
Who sent you?
Do I have to keep answering his questions honestly for this whole turn?
Yeah. He's got
Okay,
you for a scene.
I didn't know how
Yeah, he's gonna make you answer honestly for this scene.
the family.
Oh, The Death Brethren. They think I'm moving into their territory.
I like
Fantastic.
cringe because his laugh is disgusting.
It is. It's awful.
It's like he sounds like he smoked for 1,000 years.
Probably did.
And what do you call yourself now? The Hecate.
Hikata, but you know that.
Well, you've been known as several different names over my years. I believe your particular clan were called the Samdi, if I'm not mistaken. And you've all just rolled into one big happy death family. Are your Giovanni cousins still fucking the bones of their ancestors?
I wouldn't know. I don't really talk to them. Haven't seen them since what's his face was murdered at dinner.
You would have saw some of them at the party.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Weren't you hired by a Giovanni?
No, I was hired by a Rosetti?
Tortellini.
Rosalini.
Rosalini, that was it.
I was gonna say,
No, yeah, they don't have the Giovanni last name.
Thank you.
Yeah. No.
They are a Giovanni offshoot, essentially.
I don't associate with them.
Fair enough. They are an awful sort.
Yeah.
You moving along the shadows. Please stop.
The inbreeding is kind of gross.
He looks directly at you,
Ari looking like this, like Ari in the shadows, like.
That's fine. I as I am, halfway down the stairs near the other four, I'm cool with that. I'll stand there.
It would be most pleasant if you were to step away from the shadows, or I can make you.
I can't talk and I'm not doing nothing.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
You, Bruja.
Get eye contact with him. Hmm?
Do you really want to something to do with this? You seem to be the heart of this group.
I'm here for my friends and my friends only.
And he goes, why, yes. Yes, you are. Destroy them, since you're here for them.
Oh, I should. Fuck. What am I rolling?
That is going to be.
Because I'm assuming he doesn't need eye contact for that one.
No, he has. Maximum.
He's 7th.
Dominate and blood sorcery. This man has power. That is going to be. Int and resolve. I'm sorry. Yeah, int and resolve. I had it right. And because he has terminal decree and rationalize, you're gonna think this is your idea. Should you fail.
Int and resolve.
Int and resolve.
Respectfully, I'm gonna go ahead and just at any cost, I will go ahead and use that.
Smart. I would use all of the powers y'all have necessary against a Methuselah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We all have to roll this?
No, it's just Serenity.
Oh, okay.
You get the idea that he wants to make a party of this.
Okay, I was.
And I'm about to roll his dice pool, so bear with me a moment. Yes, Morden. I understand you're here.
I'm gonna rouse my intelligence.
Okay. Have at it. Roll that rouse check.
Succeed.
Success. Now, lucky for y'all, he only has 2 dots in manipulation. It's 5 dots to dominate, and he has a very, very high blood potency, so he does get some bonuses, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Unswayable mind would apply, right?
It absolutely would. Come on, buddy. Sit down.
So with that and the rouse, that's 4 extra dice, right? 'Cause I have 2 of 14.
Yes. Mhm.
Yes. that
So
would be-
at any cost is just a messy crit. So you've got
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, you
it's
can use
two-
that for other people?
You get, yeah, I can only use it on other
Oh. You
people,
only use it for
technically,
other
I
people.
think. But it's 2 successes as a messy crit.
So you're basically you're sitting on they count as a messy crit. It's not 4 like a normal crit would be, but that is just 2 automatic successes.
So you only need 3.
And you easily shake this as he tries to get into your mind and turn you against your party. Serenity, you're better than this. You're not about to turn on your people. He's not about to make you fight them. Not these people that have had your back. And he,
Can we call time out for a second?
sure,
Deep breath, baby.
we're going to take a short break, y'all. And we'll be right back. And we're back. I appreciate you all staying with us. Obviously, we were in a very tense scene and using some pretty intense powers. We need to take a little break. And we're back to it now. And I hope that before we jump back into the game, that you all are using these sort of safety tools at your table, and you do take the time if you have a player or yourself, especially if you're in the GM seat, because I've seen GMs leave themselves out. No one's doing something wrong when they run into these situations. A player needs to take a break, do the thing, period, point blank. That's how I feel. And that's the kind of table we run here. And if you feel like you have to step away because of something, I feel like you should take care of yourself as well. And if you're uncomfortable with the way we do things here, hey, there are other shows.
And if you don't use safety tools, you're a piece of shit. Period.
Point blank, period. So.
I feel loved. We're good.
You are loved. I'm just saying.
Yes, we love you. Even though you cause us conniptions every day, we love you with your not knowing shit.
I don't mean to, but I do it.
So let's see. When we left off, Dr. Mortius attempted to convince you that you needed to kick your friends' asses. And your brain told Dr. Mortius, get the fuck out. It's not for you. He looks...
Everyone loves to try that. Damn. Would I know that he did a power?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If the power had worked, you would not have known.
You wouldn't have known, but it didn't.
But since it did not, you can tell he was trying to get into your head, and it did not work.
Jesus Christ. Everyone tries that. And I'm just looking at Katura like, why does everyone try that? That's like the first thing. Second or third I get, but the first, come on.
Yeah.
It was
Aurelio is just embarrassed and looking down at the ground and look away.
It would seem that you are far more in control of your rage than many Bruja are. Let's see what happens when that comes to battle. And he waves a hand.
All of us remember the hole that Serenity punched in somebody's chest.
And one of the Thin Bloods come running straight at you, Serenity.
Yep, I have a feeling I'm going to need a frenzy check right now if we're doing
that. Is going to be a frenzy check right now.
That's okay. You know what? If I frenzy now, that's okay. I'm okay and at peace with this decision.
This is when I'm like one of those moments where it's like I wish I still had Salvador to like bring people down from their frenzies.
From their frenzies, yeah.
Oh no, I can't reroll that.
Well,
I'm gone. Well, so, actually, quick question, because I've never actually frenzied with the character before. Am I still there? Like, am I aware of what's happening, or like have I lost all my faculties?
Let's talk a little bit about frenzies, right?
Mm-hmm. I just rolled. I didn't put the penalties or anything yet.
Is the Roll20? Is that one of the glitches where like it says succeeded, but it's not a success?
Yes, that is.
Oh yeah, the thing says I don't go by what the box says anymore because that's just not helpful.
So you've rolled your frenzy check. You failed it. So there's two choices. You can ride the wave. You essentially just roll with this frenzy, and there are frenzy rules. We'll get to the rules, but basically you just ride this out, and basically until you feed on someone, you are going to be enraged. But you are still in control of your character for this if you ride the wave. Mm-hmm. If you choose not to ride the wave, Serenity becomes my baby.
Ooh, I'm kind of curious to see what you'll do with her as your baby, because Serenity would... No. no, actually, that's a bad idea because you're gonna hurt the players with that. No.
Hold on, let me
Not
grab
necessarily. Not necessarily.
Beep, beep, beep. Setting my popcorn. Let's go.
Because you do have someone coming at you, and the immediate danger is the thing that you really go straight for. So effects of frenzy, you can only use physical disciplines.
That's fine.
And you resist mental disciplines with 3 extra dice to your resistances. You can use willpower to assume control of your character while in frenzy if I have taken over your character for a turn, but you cannot use willpower to reroll your dice. You cannot be provoked into any other types of frenzy or gain compulsions while you're in frenzy. Basically, your goal during this frenzy. Now, generally, frenzies are to feed hunger, to handle fury, or to deal with terror. This one is going to be, how hungry are you?
I was only at 1. If anything, to be a fury frenzy because she's.
This is a fury frenzy. So basically, you need to break someone. You need to destroy someone.
Okay.
Until someone's destroyed, you're essentially going to stay in this frenzy.
Okay, so if I ride the wave, I can aim it not at my fellow players.
Correct. Or you can give it to me, and until and you can use your willpower to basically take control during the frenzy and do what you want.
No, I think for once, Serenity is just like, you know what? I have been holding my anger in to some extent for the last 2 years. Fuck it.
I love this. So there's also one more thing for Serenity with this, because we talked about this earlier, but your Bane is also triggered.
Which is
with these sort of just to take off. This is not the worst thing in the world, right? Because Bruja's Bane is basically that. Well, once you're in,
you get a penalty
you get a penalty to frenzies. So you're going to have to stay in frenzy for a while here, essentially.
Okay,
but that's okay. Yeah. You just need to break a few things until you feel better.
Serenity is just like, I have had enough of trying to make myself smaller.
So, Serenity,
I go ham on this thing.
What are you doing?
I go ham on the thing in front of me, on the symbol in front of me.
What is
also
Fist powers? Fist of Cain. Oh yes,
Fist of Cain. Prowess, I believe, should still be on. Blink should still be on.
It is.
What else? Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna have. I don't want to get too close to other people because I do have like that Draught of Might that gives other people stuff, but I might just stick to Fist of Cain.
You couldn't really use that right now because it's non-physical power.
Okay.
Even though it falls into the physical discipline, that is a non-physical power.
Yeah. Okay. So, quick question. I mean, I still have to roll the rouse check, but like, does that just activate frenzy if I fail?
Huh?
So I still get hungry and I'm in frenzy if I fail a rouse check in this circumstance.
Indeed.
Okay.
You still have to make a rouse check. I don't know for sure.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to understand. Oh shit, I'm at 2. So this is just making it worse.
Yeah, it's just making it worse. And really, you don't really have to worry too much about your beast because your beast is mostly in control now anyway. So have at it.
Oh no, yeah, me and the beast are just like, you know what? Fuck it. You get to play for a little bit because I'm tired and done with
this. Dex and or strength and brawl roll.
Strength and brawl because I'm using the brass knuckles.
Oh, you have brass knuckles on too? Oh, great. That's just gonna add another damage, but
no, yeah. Serenity's just had it.
4 successes plus your 5 for potence plus 1 for the. How do you want to kill this person? Like, because that's too much damage for them. It's all ag, so.
This is correct. I forgot that.
Because that's like 11 aggravated damage.
I think.
And even if half is still 6 aggravated damage,
I
they're
think
done.
Serenity does give a it's a 1-2 punch, grabs the fucker by the shirt and says, "Everyone's wanted me to lose my shit. They better enjoy the fucking show." And I punch his face through.
Welp. And like an egg,
I'm not going to describe it any more than
open, and this person is done.
Anyone else coming at me?
No one else is coming directly at you. As a matter of fact, you see them sort of take a little bit of a berth around you to come at Katura and Aurelia.
Okay. Let me know when it's my turn again.
I will say that y'all have time because they have to come to you to do whatever you want to do to prepare. Because none of them seem to be quite as fast as the one that y'all fought on the stairs. You don't seem to see any of these celerity high people. So, and Ari, I know you're plotting in the shadows, so we'll see what you do as well. So who wants to go next? I'll let you all choose.
Can I go?
Please.
Cool. So a thing you can do with the arms is split the dice pool. So each one has smaller amounts of dice, but you have more arms.
That's
There's
correct.
3 people, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to split it into 3 arms.
Mhm.
Send the shadows up their legs. And since I have mastery of flesh, I'm just going to basically turn their legs into mermaid tails so they can't walk.
I love this. It's disgusting, but I love this. Because it's going to be fleshy.
Okay, so that's gonna be 3 separate dice pools for that. But yeah, make those dice rolls. Yes.
And it's wits, so I'll go ahead and rouse my wits. Wait, is it?
Do you have to rouse
Actually,
your
hold on.
master of flesh?
I did last
You did.
last
Yep,
fight.
Yeah, it stays up. You're right. Okay.
So hold on. The level.
I have to say, the moves that we're making tonight, I love. I'm
Serenity
living right
is
now.
So am I using my wits in oblivion to attack?
Yes.
Okay, so I will go ahead and rouse my wits, like I said. Another success, so I'm still at 3.
Motherfucker.
I know, I'm very sorry. So that gives me 10. That gives me 11 dice divided by 3. So
4, 3, 3.
9,
3,
4,
2.
Or
4, 3, 3.
4, 3.
No,
yeah,
8.
that's right. That's 4, 3, 3.
8. 8.
No, 4. That's
4,
4, 3, 3
4,
is 10.
3.
4, 4, 3.
4,
yes.
4, 3. Okay. So
I was like,
we're
4,
gonna do
4, 3, 3. That's 10. That's 4, 3, 4, 3.
I'm just gonna roll something. I have 3 and then my wits.
Sure.
So it's gonna look weird.
I don't care as long as it's 3.
Oh wait, so 4. So wits. Just cancel. Wits. None. Submit. So first one, ew. I'll go ahead and use my first willpower. Oh, I can only reroll 1.
You can only reroll one day because you still have 3 hungers.
I'll go ahead and reroll my 1. Just 1. See if I can't get 2. Nope. So there's only 1 success on the first one. So that's 4. Second one. That's a little better. That one's got 2.
Indeed.
And the last one is a 3. None. 0. That one's a 1. Do I add my potence to any of them? Oh, I do add my potence.
Yes, you
Yes.
do.
Oh, well, no, I would have to rouse it, wouldn't I? Because I
You
didn't.
haven't roused potence yet. No.
I haven't roused. Ah, shame. So
Because it's amalgam power with potence, correct?
it is an amalgam, yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll count your potence in those too.
It's not much. It's just I have
the-
2 dots, so it's just 1.
So the first and last ones do not succeed.
Okay.
The middle one would.
Cool. Middle one is now he can move. Like he's not incapable of moving, but he's definitely not walking anywhere quickly.
Yeah, so this one's basically the shadow grabs him and the legs just sort of fuse together as it's like grabbing down them. It's a mess because it's not just the legs fusing, it's his genes become part of his skin too. All of that just sort of like gets together and becomes a thing. So he's marbled with genes. It's deliciously great and disgusting at the same time. And he just falls over like a mannequin without a stand. Who's next? And here's the weird thing about this, Ari. Normally when you do stuff like this to people, they scream, they cry, they yell. None of these people, even the one that Serenity cracked his face through, have had any emotional reaction at all.
That's
Well,
Take
in
that
the
for
one,
what you
in
will.
the one that in the defense of the one that Serenity's popped their head off, they didn't really have any time. Their face was there and then gone.
Yeah, it was some punches thrown first, and then it was just no more face. But nothing,
Mhm.
nothing. Just like they're not yelling at you as they run towards you or anything. It's just like zombies. Who's next?
Damn, had a little too much ash.
My prowess and strength are still.
Yeah, I'll say they're still roused
Are they still roused?
because I don't want to make you roll them again, and I want to see what happens with the scene. So go for it.
Okay, great.
I am taking creative liberties.
I'm going to.
You're allowed
approach
to.
The one that's trying to come at me, I guess, since they all kind of split up, and I guess I'll just
Sure.
attack with the swords.
Got 'em all back.
Strength strength and melee.
Melee and strength, yeah. And then
Because you're
rousing
going butcher
gives me
with these. You're not a dexterous.
Okay.
Prowess is going to give you 2 extra damage, so you don't have to roll the dice. Don't add extra dice.
I
to
said
them.
strength because I had my strength thrust too, right?
Oh yeah. That's going to add 2. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh baby.
There's 4 successes. Let's see if they can dodge this. This one does not have a very good pool for this sort of thing. So let's see.
Wait, did you roll for all of these symbols individually?
Huh?
Oh yeah, I have individual
Oh,
pools for
yeah.
all of them.
Nice.
I randomized them, so they all have basically equal. Oh wow, that's 4
bad.
failures. So
I don't even think you're rousing.
that is going to do 6. So it's going to max out their health tracker for superficial, and they're going to be in ag damage. So, with 2 sword slices, one goes through the gut, the other goes into the chest and up and out, and you just see the chest cavity sort of open up. They're not doing very well anymore because they're just like, it's open.
Everything's spilling out.
Yeah, that's not.
You're tripping all over yourself at this point.
Yeah. And they tried to dodge. You just wasn't fast enough. They're all going to get turns after you all take your turns. So, Aurelio.
We're not by the stairwell, right? They were?
Yes.
Or are we now there by the stairwell?
Not by the stairwell yet. You can move towards the stairwell. That's where the doctor is still at. Ari, I guess, was close to the stairwell because Ari was doing creepy shadow shit. But everyone else was further down the hall.
Okay.
So you have some distance before they get to you. Maybe 30.
Is the stairwell
40
between me and them?
No. They're close. They're past the stairwell towards you.
Okay. Are there any...
There's like a big glass conference room.
So like there's no overhang or anything, right? Like it's all just walls on either side of me. Like
no. So if you're in this hallway, you're looking this way, on your left side, there's a big glass sort of room, which is basically a conference room.
Right.
And then on the right side is a wall, and then a couple of offices that are closed over here.
Okay, so it's all solid. Got it. I was
And
gonna
then
try
there's
balance
your
on a ledge.
typical drop ceilings.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna keep my crowbar at the red. Oh wait, so Katura, did you approach yours, or did it come to you?
I like met them in the middle basically because
Yeah.
they were approaching and I just went up to meet them.
Okay, I kind of want to do the same,
Okay.
and I want to use my crowbar to maybe trip the one that's coming to me, or shove it through their stomach and then turn the crowbar and pull it back out to like basically disembowel them.
Wow.
So if you want to
Aurelio,
disembowel,
get it.
that would be a strength and melee. If you want to trip them, it'd be dex and melee.
I have a
Your
better
face.
pool with Dex, but disemboweling sounds dope.
You could rouse it. You could rouse it. You could. Did you rouse it last time?
I roused
No,
Dex.
rouse dex. But you could
No,
rouse
okay.
your strength and lose your dex rouse if you like.
It was between. these
Yeah,
two.
let's disembowel some fuckers here.
I
Okay.
love it. Roll that
This is
rouse
the one
check.
time we're gonna go ham.
Success. So there's 2. Would you like to re-roll that one die that you're available to roll?
Why not?
Two successes. Let's see how they do to avoid being disemboweled by a crowbar. Very fucking poorly, apparently. They only got 1 success.
I'll take it.
I don't know if this is enough to go straight into disemboweling, but you do definitely get purchased because they're running towards you, and you sort of get that end of the crowbar into the soft belly area.
I was gonna say, like, at least have I stabbed them, and then maybe next turn I could pull it out and try and disembowel then.
Yeah, you'd have to roll another same
Try
roll,
it,
but yeah, absolutely. You definitely get this thing into the belly. And they're close to you now.
Ooh.
So,
Do I have the meat? Like, would it be too much to do on this turn to also get like a mouthful of my blood, my scorpionated blood?
you will not be able to use it, but I will let you make your roll to prepare it.
Okay.
So go ahead and make that roll. Let's see. Have all of you acted this time around? I think y'all have.
Yes,
I thought
we
you
have.
do his face off. I'm good.
I am going to do something with the good doctor.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Or you're sitting at 3 hunger, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is correct. I'm going to use
No, you're not.
Oh.
No, you're not.
Extinguish Vital.
Oh.
Didn't
What-
Salvador have that power?
Salvador did not.
What does that do?
I
Makes you
did.
hungrier.
Yep.
So
what else is
need-
new?
Yeah, I think I want to use this on Ari. And
Oh my
Ari, I'm
God.
gonna need you to make me a stand and composure.
I almost took it, but I took the taste for blood instead.
Not my worst. Okay.
And they're gonna roll int and blood sorcery. So
Oh,
Yeah, because my end is big. I didn't take it.
Knew those bad rolls were going to come in soon. This one will be fun, gang. Bestial failure.
Well, it's only a bestial failure if you have no successes and the skull and the blood die, right?
No, in this particular case, that would be a bestial failure because
Yeah,
it's
no,
not just the success is also on the blood die, and while in this case we're going to have a difficulty level to this because they're going to be rolling.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, this I hate these character sheets because they don't let me roll my full-on dice pools because he
Yeah.
has a bigger dice pool than the 10 that they allow, unfortunately.
I have anything that would add to this?
Well, you
I
could
have
re-roll it.
unswayable mind.
Does this count?
That will help. That will help.
Roll your
He
2
has
extra.
a
Roll your 2
very,
extra.
very large dice pool for this.
The best I'm gonna have is a 3. So
1, 2,
use your
3,
S dots and fortitude.
No, yeah, I
4,
already
5,
counted past 3.
6, 7, 8 successes. Yeah, his dice pool
Does he
for
just-
this is 15.
I got 1 dot in fortitude, so we could just.
This is a fair point.
Here's the fun part about this. A win increases the target's hunger by 1, while a critical win increases it by 2. That is raw. Technically, you should only increase by 1. But let's be real. This dude just got 8 successes over you. Essentially, you're going to go up to hunger 5.
We're all gonna go ham on these people
I'm
by
not-
frenzy. Huh?
You're not making a frenzy check yet. I'm going to make you wait until your turn to make a frenzy check.
Okay.
But you are incredibly hungry right now, Ari, as you are now at 5 hunger.
Dope.
And you will have to make that hunger frenzy check.
That's
So
fine.
that's Dr. Mortius. The one that is engaged with Katura, it is going to. It's going to do a funky thing. I like this. So let me see.
This is how we do. Emily, was that like this? No.
I think.
I'm sorry. I love.
I don't know. That was
That's
my
not-
brain went wild.
They don't say funky in any part of that song, honey. I think you think of Funky Town, which is a completely different
yeah,
song.
Bruno Mars. Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
No, was it? Did they not do the one that's no? There was the one
You know
that
what?
had
We're
Uptown
just-
Funk. That's what I'm thinking of.
I'll be moving on. So.
I know
Katura.
some of these. It's just remembering.
Oh yeah. So this one that's in combat with you, right? Is very close quarters, been skewered. And he's just like he's a small dude, maybe 5'6", 120 pounds. Dark hair, looks a little emaciated, but he looks at you. He's like, I have friends too.
Okay.
And literally, as he says this, let me make this roll.
As he says this, he turns his phone around and has a friend request with your name on it on Facebook.
He says I have friends too, but he forgot to say I have black friends. He
Heyo.
just showed me his one
I'm
black
going to
friend.
actually, let's see, I can reroll.
Oh, that crit a lot on me.
That's one
Okay.
dude. Yeah, huh?
Uh-huh. Big ol' crit.
You rolled. You.
I like
Oh,
Liz.
shit.
You look the way
I
you're
just,
sitting looks
oh
really
shit, I
funny.
crit again.
You
That
double
is-
critted, baby.
So that is
Okay.
9 successes.
Okay.
Fucking wonderful. As he says this, you hear what seems to be scraping along floors, windows, floorboards. And all of a sudden, there are dozens and dozens of squirrels flocking up the
Oh my
stairs and
God.
onto your person.
He's just a Disney princess. I
He
love
has
it.
literally summoned
So-
a horde of squirrels like Squirrel Girl
oh my
onto
God.
you, and they are biting.
Okay. That's amazing. I
How
actually
much
kinda
damage is
love it.
that?
I think it's really funny.
How much is squirrel damage?
So yeah, squirrel damage is going to be, you're going to take considering the crits there, we'll just say 3 superficial damage. But you've been harmed, so some of these are going to probably end up in ag.
Did you say
Yeah, I think I'm
superficial damage?
oops.
What?
I
I
hate
fucking
this.
hate you. I hate you.
I didn't even hear that fully.
Okay.
So yeah, you've been attacked by a bunch of squirrels. And in the middle of this, he just sort of kind of falls over and slumps against the wall, and he's like, "Girlfriends, be fluffy."
Okay, don't make me laugh.
I have a question. Just
Yes.
a mechanics question. If I murder him, will the squirrels go away?
You don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah,
True.
you would not know.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna murder him no matter what.
I
That's just
figured
weird.
that would be the case, but no, you don't know that. Let's see. The one that was in combat with Serenity is dead, so that leaves the one that was flesh crafted, sliding across the floor towards you, Serenity, because it can't attack a shadow.
Okay.
And it is
I'm gonna
literally
hit him.
doing one of those moves where it's like digging hands into the ground and just like, and it's
Well,
moving
that's pathetic.
surprisingly faster than you'd think something like that. It's really creepy to watch because the legs are just kind of like flopping against the ground. And then something weird happens. Something you don't expect.
Which is
The legs come apart.
ooh.
This one seems to know how to mold its own flesh. And it punches you with a hand that seems to turn into a meat claw. It's kind of like Carnage in the comic books. It turns into a
Okay.
blade, and it's just going to go to slice at you. And let's see, roll 8d10s. That is a hot 2 successes. We're going to do 1 willpower reroll here.
I will say I've thought about dodging and then I'm
2
like Serenity.
successes. So what are you doing, Serenity?
I'm trying to decide, do I dodge it or do I hit him? I think I'm leaning toward hitting him.
You still have Fist of Cain up, so if you hit him,
You did.
there's a good chance he's not going to survive this.
I'm gonna hit him again. Well, I'm gonna hitting all these thin bloods again and again, so we're just going for it.
There is a weird sound that happens when the legs sort of rip apart from each other. This is not as pretty or efficient as Ari's able to do.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's enough. Honestly.
Enough.
It's enough. I'm not going to lie to you. This man
Okay.
is not.
Also, do I
built-
take damage from the claw, right?
You do. You are going to
much?
take damage from the claw. You're going to take
I have toughness, by the way.
1 aggravated damage because
Ooh.
he's actually had feral weapons as well. He was ready for
Gotcha.
this sort of fight.
Okay, is that after toughness?
That is after toughness. It would have
Cool.
been
Just double checking to make sure I
ag and a
understood.
superficial. But yeah. It hurts because this blade is like serrated skin meat thing. Is gross. But what do you do to him to kill him? Because that's what you do as he attacks you.
I feel the claw, I take it out of me, I pull him, and I put my fist through his chest.
And yeah, that's that. And some of the squirrels sort of flitter away and start to feast So there you
Turn to the next thin blood.
go. There's one thin blood left alive that is actively engaged. You know there's more than that here, but Dr. Mortius seems to be sort of just watching this, almost like a curiosity. Does not seem to be worried in any bit, but almost like he's watching a prize fight or a science experiment. Ari would know that look. So,
Absolutely.
honestly, because he's not actively engaging with you, Aurelio, what do you want to do to this dude that's got a crowbar in his belly?
I'm gonna start by pulling it out. Hopefully,
You do what you wanted to do.
I'm sorry?
I say you get to do what you want to do. The entrails come along with the crowbar.
Dope. What roll am I making for that again?
None.
Same thing with the melee?
Because at this point, y'all have him dead to rights and he can't get away.
Okay.
So you
so
get to
So
do
how do you
what
wanna
you
do this?
want to do.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the crowbar's in there, and I want to like twist it around a little bit, really get them wrapped around that crowbar. Yeah, and I don't know if I would have put. I have like total Mortal Kombat brain right now, so I'm not going to go into vicious detail.
I appreciate it.
I don't know if I would have pierced through the back of the body, but maybe it's more than just entrails that come out.
You get the spine too, a little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Sort of breaks apart. Got it.
What the phrase was in my brain and it left me.
So,
fatality.
That was it. Thank you.
Fatality. Dr. Mortius looks at all of you. And he looks at Katura specifically. And he goes, well, I have no intention of dying, and I honestly do not think you all could kill me. However, this boyfriend situation, what exactly is wrong with him?
I don't gotta answer anymore, right?
You don't, but he does seem genuinely interested in this.
I mean, I already said that. Well, I guess I was kind of vague about it.
That's why I asked the question, what exactly is wrong with him, too?
Well, someone pulled him into oblivion and his body came out, but he didn't.
So his mind is stuck somewhere his body is no longer. I can help you with this.
For what cost?
You see, I'm done in the ash business. It is no longer fruitful for me. I want to be away from here, and I do not want to go to your death cult brethren. I suspect they will have something of a relentless pursuit, and while, again, I don't think you all will be able to kill me, I think to eliminate you all would be uninteresting. So, if you were to report back of my demise to get your death brethren off of my scent, I will repair your boyfriend's mind.
And how would you do that? I just want to know.
I am a master blood sorcerer. You see, his mind is caught in another realm. That is all that is wrong with him. But if we are to pull him from the Wraithlands, I suspect he will be as right as rain, and you can return his swords to him.
I might not. Kind of like him.
They do look good on you.
Thank you.
That was creepy.
Katura's never gonna turn down a compliment.
This is fair, but still,
but
I don't
also,
like to come from him.
He's not wrong, so I'm just.
He's not incorrect. That was an Ivy comment. That was an Ivy comment.
I think Katura looks at her companions to see, what they're signaling. I mean, they're here because of her, so.
Have I knocked enough thin blood heads to calm my frenzy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Ari is a slowly spinning non-Euclidean mass in the corner. It's fine.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
Are you going to come out of the shadow? You could feed.
A flat Stanley shadow.
As a matter of fact, I didn't ask this question.
You need a frenzy, yeah.
Frenzy check. Yeah.
I was waiting. 4
Roll me
successes.
one more as well. Because you managed to act twice while being
God
frenzied.
damn.
So you are able to keep...
I didn't act since the time he put it on me.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
Either
well,
way.
you're acting now and not losing your shit and going after your friends. However, there is a lot of fresh blood around here that you could... there's enough thin blood corpses where you could sate a little bit of this hunger, should you wish to. There might be some consequences in the immediate term, but long term, you think you're probably fine.
I think remembering Aurelio's comments earlier and not knowing how this is going to go out, you just see squirrels start disappearing.
A shadow plucks a squirrel from the top of my head.
Yep.
It takes several squirrels to.
Oh
to
yeah, no, I'm
down.
only getting back down to 4.
Yeah, I know you could get to 3, I would say, but these squirrels do start to disappear, and then they start to realize that they're being nommed on by some shadow thing, and they start to leave.
Ari, say some for me.
As we look at Aurelio does not respond, and just looks like a squirrel with 2 cheeks full of something in their mouth.
Aurelio has the beats.
Oh, your blood. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot you did that. I was like, what the fuck is Juice talking about? I'm starting to think the family might have sent me on this mission to kill me, because,
whatever you
want
to do.
It would seem that they may have wanted to get rid of you and your friends, because honestly, I could end you. And I speak that not of a cocky sort, but because I've been around so long, and while I've seen what you're capable of, which is truly outstanding, I could end all of
you. I don't doubt that.
I have to be honest with you. The death cult's needs don't matter as much to me as the person I'm looking to save.
Excellent. Do you have a car?
Yes, we just have to call it.
Phenomenal. I am Dr. Howitt, or James Mortius, whatever. I've used several monikers through my years, but you may call me
prefer
James.
Cool.
All right, now that we are officially getting
you said some words before the last word you said, Fair, and none of it was picked up on your mic.
Oh, I said I'm Couture Baptiste, but I'm sure you already know.
Indeed, I know who all of you are. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, though they might disagree with me.
Sorry, but I feel better.
I'll come out of the shadows now that like we're actually doing introductions and this is not continuing and I don't have to be a shadow anymore. I'm like,
There's like squirrel fur on your face.
Are
It's fine.
we?
doctor.
Doctor.
Now I'm just thinking of that stupid movie. Doctor.
Hey, finally someone else calls you doctor in a non-condescending tone.
I know it's a rare occasion, honestly.
Well, you are a doctor.
I am aware.
No, I know.
James, I hate to impose any further, but do you have anything to eat?
Depends. How do you like your thin blood?
I don't, to be honest.
In which case,
There you
yeah,
have
you
it.
probably.
Well, let's just get going. I'm starved, so, and we don't have
Question.
much.
Yes.
How do you want us to fake your demise?
Good question. I pinch her cheek.
It-
I'm delirious. I'm hungry. I'm not for hunger. I didn't say anything before.
Let us
Because we need to fake it.
out of the building first.
Okay.
And
Also-
as y'all are stepping out of the, oh, please go ahead.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about knocking some of the Second Inquisition heads?
Don't worry about the Second Inquisition. They don't worry.
Fair
about
enough.
me. Juice, you were going to say something?
Yeah, on the way out, I just like run into one of the bathrooms and
Get rid of the blood.
in the toilet and flush down.
Blech, I had too much to drink.
Cool. Easy.
Cherry do blood.
You see the doctor fiddle around in one of the corpse's pants and grab a lighter. He's like, it would be best if you all get out of the building for this. And he takes a lighter up to a sprinkler.
Oh no! Did I happen to notice if there was an office of his that may have some things I could collect and swipe?
You suspect the
back.
office that was his was the one that was heavily warded.
With the barrier.
Yeah, I just figured maybe there was like something else nearby. Never mind.
And he grabs what looks like a small briefcase from upstairs, has that on his person, takes a lighter to the things, and they start to spray. And the thing that you immediately notice is it starts to smell like gasoline in here.
We're running.
It is
We're out.
straight up gasoline, which is why he's telling you to leave the building.
I honestly thought you were gonna say he grabbed the suitcase, and when you post like this, I thought he was going to
And did the Mary Poppins
Poppins.
out?
Mary Poppins, run away!
With the lighter, just.
No, that's
I
not
want
what
the helmet.
happens. And he says a few words as he steps out of the door, and you see a little flame go up under the door, and he's like, "It'll handle itself from here. I'll provide you with something of evidence. You could help me, doctor, with a piece of skin. They'll know."
That works. Easy enough.
Let us be off.
I will call Jerry, or Serenity will call Jerry. I don't know who has Jerry's
But
number.
just whoever's up for it
Yeah,
at this point.
I will, and y'all get a ride from Jerry. Where are y'all going to take the doctor?
Oh, we decided.
I
that.
don't
To the
think
house?
I don't say no. We
we're
do
not
not
taking it
take
back
the
to
Methuselah
Philly.
to any of our houses.
Because that's where
I mean, we
the
don't.
prince
that's
is.
where-
So that's what I'm asking.
We can move the prince. We don't want the prince knowing where our house is either when he wakes up. Respectfully.
Yeah.
We go to a hotel.
We can.
And we go
I still
pick him
have-
up.
No, I still have my penthouse. I haven't moved out yet, even though I do have a I'm prepping a new house. We can just take him there because I'm not going to be living there for much longer.
Dope.
Okay. And that is where you take him. And that is where we're going to end our session, because we're going to have to figure out what the hell happens with the prince, what Mortius does to help you, why he's helping you.
Because he has a crush
Where
on
the
me.
fuck? Where the fuck Oscar is.
Oh, Oscar's still a thing in this? I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got some threads
They're ready to go full brouhaha.
Yay!
to cover in our next
Vindication.
episode. But, that'll be next time. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us tonight for Philly by Night. Let's let the cast tell you who they are and where you can find them, and we will go around the table and start with Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can find me here on Saturdays for the most part for our Philly by Night game and wherever other games we end up playing, depending on schedule. You can find me at NerdFriend54 here on Twitch if I end up streaming when I so damn please. You can find me at IvyM2757 on Twitter. Granted, I'm gonna be slow to respond to that one. And IVM_57 on TikTok for cosplay content. And also I talk about my off-stream games on there, and that's a lot of fun. And I have I have an Amazon wishlist and a Ko-fi, which, I mean, if you want, my birthday's coming up. If you want, and yeah, links are there. Yeah, that's it for now. I'm open for TTRPG shit. Hit me up.
Juice.
Hello, I am Juice. No pronouns, just Juice. I have been your Tremere out of the Valentin. He, him, she, her. You can find me here. This is currently what I got going on. Twitch and Twitter, the Juice TM.
That's over there as well. Make sure you're hitting those links. Katura. Fair. Jesus, names.
Hi, I'm Fair. You can follow me on Twitter at FairBear. Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you can find me over on FortNerd.com's channel for Dreadful Tales finale. It is part 5 of a 6-part finale. It'll be ending this coming week. Saturdays, you can find me over on D&D Jordan Lee's channel, 3 p.m. Eastern for Ambistrano, a D&D 5e homebrew campaign. And then Saturdays, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm here. Have some other projects that I'm working on that have not been announced yet or have not been released yet, like North by Northwest. But if you with Prince, but if you want to know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, Twitter is the best place to find that information.
Amazing. And Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz, Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to find me. Mostly I'm here on Saturdays and on TikTok most recently, where I do recaps of this and post funny videos of my kid. That's about it.
All right. And that leaves me. I'm Prince, also known as Dipples and Dice. You can find me over on my channel doing more TTRPG stuff. Every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, you'll catch me doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight, a game called Wayward Revelry, along with Awkwardish Panda, Zerjester, Loader, and Andrani. Though Andrani will not be with us because Andrani is traveling this weekend. But our crew has made their way to Tether, and it's going to be very, very interesting what happens next there. Also, tomorrow, that happens at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Time. Yes, 7:30 Eastern Time. I'll be over on that D'Angelo's channel as a special guest for Emerald Templars. I will also have the homie Lonzo Gonzo in it. So do stop by there. I'll be guest starring there, and I have a lot of other stuff going on. Catch me off of Maple Syrup. I'm on Fables once in future Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time over in Carrion Comfort Studios. I'm a very, very busy man with more stuff coming up. And if you haven't watched it, because I do want to toss this out there since we're all wrapped up, go check out our Hunter the Reckoning game that we did over on Table Golf's channel that is up on YouTube. I believe all the episodes are available now, all 8. It was a phenomenal game. I imagine that this crew is at least going to do a short stint in that world at some point, because I have so many mythological and interesting scary creatures that I can toss at them. Because I mean, who doesn't want to see this crew fight Bigfoot? You know, like that sort of thing. Like, wouldn't that be dope? Yeah, that's the kind of thing that we can do in Hunter. So keep an eye out for stuff like that after we wrap up this season of Philly by Night. This is our 5th and final season. I hope you all are enjoying the things that we've got done. We're going to have guests. It's been interesting for scheduling purposes, things happening, but do keep an eye out for that. And I think that's it. So let's go find someone to raid. Thank you again, everyone. And again, we talked about it a little earlier. Take care of yourselves at your table. Take care of each other. You're all part of the same group. And it should matter how your players feel, how you feel, and you should all be working together to make this place safer. Like every single game, every single time. It matters how we present ourselves here, especially being an all BIPOC group at the table. And we want to present ourselves the way we want other tables to do things as well. I'm not saying y'all have to be just like me as a storyteller or cuss or bring in flesh crafting into your games, but we do want you to care about each other every time.
And use your safety tools.
And use them safety tools. Exactly. So we out. Have a wonderful week. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace.